Hi, welcome back to episode 2 of I Rate You Our Visual Novel. I've been really fucking lazy about putting this series out. No real reason, I've just been lazy, and I'd rather play video games than do anything. But here's the second episode. I'll put more content in than the last one, because I have a good list of things I've been reading lately. And let's give it a shot, man. 僕の妹うまるは美人で評判だ. I despise the term sounding like a broken record. I don't listen to vinyls. I don't have a record player. I would rather just download my music from listen to YouTube or the Pirate Bay. I don't actually do that, but if I had a preference, I would. Yeah, I don't like the saying like a broken record, but come on, guys, these fucking games, they're getting on my nerves. I'm tired of looking at people consume shit and drink piss, man. This game, however, I will give it a pass because the story in it is moderately decent. It's long, and there's a lot of shit they flesh out, and a lot of endings, which make it pretty cool, pretty interesting. It just, but then it's negated by the fact that it's just one of those games. Starless comes to mind. That's why I thought of the phrase like a broken record, because this shit keeps happening to me. I don't like it. I want it to stop. Why is this a thing? I don't know. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Have I petted her before? Oh, this is so good. Oh, I'm going to hell, dude. I'm going straight to hell. It's not often you find such masterpieces nowadays with the laziness and the corner cutting that you find. But I seem to have found a real gem. Nikopara Volume 0 is what, in my opinion, greater than any of Shakespeare's works. Julius Caesar, Romeo and Juliet are child's play compared to Nikopara Volume 0. Despite it being such a short novel. I would consider it a saga. I would consider it up there in Norse mythology with the sagas of Beowulf and Ragnar. It's a literary masterpiece, a visual treat. It's everything and more that I'd expected and hoped for. 10 out of 10. This is probably one of my favorite visual novels. This is Grisai no Kaijitsu. If you say I mispronounced that, fuck you. It's a really long read. There's 3 different books. I have all 3 of them. This is the first one, the one that came out first. Not first in this, like, chronologically, but it's really good. It's pretty funny. There's a lot of there's a lot of like shit you have to read, but it's not necessarily boring like some of it is, and the main character is kind of a fucking stick in the mud. It's pretty cool. The girl choices are pretty fleshed out. You don't feel left out with one of the girl choices. Like, it's equally all written very well. But Yumiko's route is the best route. If you disagree, fuck you times 2. Hi. Are you looking to get into reading visual novels? Do you like obvious fan service? Are you fucking stupid? Then I give you Katawa Shoujo. This is Babby's first visual novel, and if you want to take the first step, you gotta read this one first. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll feel great inside. Then you gotta read Starless Man, and then you gotta read Euphoria. This is the real world. It's full of adults. You gotta grow up someday. On the other end of the spectrum, we have a game like Bible Black, which, hey, you know how I said earlier, something about records breaking and shit? Well, I burnt the record. There's no record anymore. This game was kind of like the first of those. The art style seems to say so. It just looks old. It probably isn't that old. It just looks like shit. A lot of weird shit goes on in this game, man. I'm not talking about eating shit and piss. I mean, like rape sacrifices and like harvesting the hymen or some shit. I don't know. I got like halfway through it before I just kind of moved on to other things. It just wasn't interesting. There's a whole lot of movies and animes and hentais about it, so you're probably better off just watching those. It would take you less time. And if your main goal is to beat your dick, I mean, that's a better investment of time. This thus ends I Rate You Our Visual Novel Part 2. If you're interested in another episode, let me know. If you want me to read something specific, put that in the comments. Not that anybody fucking comments on these videos, I'm just putting them out to keep myself from going insane after reading these. Thank you.